Hey, call me Shape, and today we're reacting to a video titled Women Are Shocked 90% of Single Event Attendees Are Women. Let's get right into it.
I signed up for a singles event on Valentine's Day, and here's how it went. It was fun, but there was more girls than there were guys. It was definitely like The Bachelor a little bit.
Men don't go to these. Men do not go to singles events.
Going to another singles event, and this is my outfit.
Stop paying money to go to singles events. Men don't go. Stop it.
So I would love to hear from you all as to why you think men don't attend singles events.
Come with us to a Thursday event. No attractive men found.
Once again, modern women get disappointed after attending a single event. The lack of male attendees is the main reason for their disappointment, and some got mad to the point of calling it a waste of time and money.
I signed up for a singles event on Valentine's Day, and here's how it went. I was so nervous, you guys. This was a singles tournament at this paddle club here in New York City. You would play with different partners every game. It was fun, but there was more girls than there were guys. It was definitely like The Bachelor a little bit. There was food and drinks and a DJ, so the vibe was good, but I wasn't really vibing with anyone, so please keep pushing me to put myself out there. Thanks, guys.
I'm not 6 feet. I don't have a six-pack. I don't make six figures. And guess what? I don't care. Less than attractive guys would be rejected, and the handsome guys don't want masculine women. Women don't want the guys who need singles events. The guys women do want don't need this event. That simple. I have six-pack and make six figures. Just not 6 foot tall, so women will date me and let me take care of everything while letting me know they are settling. I'm out. I remember the days that men used to pay for these single events that were free to women. We no longer go to these single events because we had to pay for them, and then no women would show up. Now they know how we felt years ago.
I never heard of these single events. I know back in the day when I was growing up, they called it speed dating events, but I don't even hear men talk about it. It's not something that men talk about. So it's an event clearly thrown by women, put together by women, but you guys have to do the marketing job of finding men that want to attend these events. And good luck, because like you said, the guys that actually women want don't need these events.
At least she was lucky this event happened, because others were canceled due to the lack of men's interest. But when it comes to this video, I want to concentrate on this part.
It was fun, but there was more girls than there were guys. It was definitely like The Bachelor a little bit.
Our lack of interest in this type of event is just the result of constant unsuccess when it comes to what we want out of these gatherings, and this is something that won't change anytime soon. And for those who want to understand men's reason for not attending a single event, have a look at the next clip.
Tell you about my experience speed dating in New York City. And we're like, this selection? Literally every single guy was 5'6" or under, and there was not one cute guy.
That was the feedback of the event she attended, and this is what most guys face when they participate in this gathering. What men would be motivated or interested in a single event after comments like this? Most modern women are looking for Chad only, regardless of the setting. And they are looking for those guys on a dating app, single event, and in any other possible setting you can think of. Therefore, if you are the average Mike who works at Amazon, going to a single event will not make any difference because the likelihood of being rejected is the same as anywhere else. What is the point of paying to be rejected? We are well aware that most of us are not Chad, and we are clever enough not to pay to be rejected. But there is a vital piece of information most modern women are missing. They aren't aware that Chad doesn't need to attend a single event to find women. They already have a large pool to pick from, and with that being said, they have no reason to attend it.
Now we're going to see a woman trying to sell the tickets for her single event, but she was clever enough to use a great selling point, which is an abundance of male attendees. Her advertisement video shows an event full of men. Let's have a look at what she is trying to sell to women.
It's a conversation event where everyone just happens to be single and we discuss interesting topics and get to hear different perspectives. We'll give you the conversation starters and topics so you don't need to worry about what to talk about next. You can just enjoy chatting to some great people and suss out who you'd like to get to know more.
I just feel like these single events, they're kind of working like networking events, and people already go to those, right? So to have a designated event just for people to meet up and date, it's probably not going to work, especially when you got Tinder and you got Bumble and you got Hinge on your phone. You could just swipe right and left, skip all that nonsense. It's a lot more convenient on your phone. I do agree meeting people in person is a lot more fun. But again, that's what people normally do at the gym, at outings such as like run clubs, stuff like that, with where people are doing things they naturally want to do together, and then they talk. That's like the old school way. But again, I think the thing about this is that single events, they might work in the future when dating apps get so saturated that nobody uses it because they start to realize it's no use for men. At some point, dating apps are going to be like these single events where like there's no men on dating apps because they've had so little success, they have no motivation to actually get back on. And at that point, maybe single events could take off. But as things stand right now, what's the percentage of people that have met at a singles event? Probably very little, right? Because I think it displays something that you don't want to see in a woman, and that is that she's comparing you to other men in your face. So to kind of compete for a woman attention, you know what I'm saying, as she's looking at all these opportunities with other men, it doesn't sit right with men. So I just think personally it's not the right setting for men and women to meet from a man's perspective, and that's probably why we don't go. I mean, I wouldn't go, right? Because I'd rather, just like I said, meet me at the gym. You know, if girls want guys, what's going to have to happen in the future is you girls are going to have to start approaching us. Straight up. You're going to have to start approaching us because we're looking at it like, I don't want to go to an event, just get rejected by a bunch of girls and be an option for her, you know what I'm saying, where this is like my only chance. Like, hell no. You know, you could save yourself the rejection and just go online. A lot easier.
Raising table and plenty of chances to go around and chat to those people who pique your interest. You need to come and check out our Singles Connection event. Our last one in February was such a success. Head to our bio to apply. We already have over 130 new applications for this event. We'll see you there.
She is very intelligent and her advertisement video was well thought through. She knows that women are losing interest because men usually don't go, but to get around this fact and get modern women to buy the ticket, she came up with the idea of having a video showing an abundance of men, but we have to give her credit for her creativity. She deserved it. But her advertisement video doesn't reflect the reality, and this is what we are about to see in the next clip. One thing I don't see mentioned on these single event videos, and maybe it's different in every area, but in Virginia Beach, single events charge men more to attend. Charge men more to be there and wonder why it's all women. They want you to pay for everything and expect to do nothing in return. The risk is not worth it. My boyfriend had to come to my country to find me. It was so sad when he was almost crying, telling me he had never come home to a warm homemade meal and a smile. We are very traditional and family-oriented here in Dominican Republic.
Oh, I was about to say, can you guess what country she's talking about? But DR, you know, Dominican women, man, shout out to y'all. Y'all be cooking, y'all be cleaning. Body is mean. You know what I'm saying? Long, beautiful hair. And you know what? It's culture. That's what we're missing in America. Like, we have no problem with American women. We just lack the culture of taking care of our men. We live in a world now where women want to be taken care of for free. They don't want to reciprocate. We don't mind taking care. Listen, I tell girls all the time, I'll pay 100% of the bills, right? You can keep the little money you make, right? That little money you make, because I'm trying to make some serious ka-ching, you know what I'm saying? So that little money you make, you can keep that. But in return, I need you to do what I need you to do. You feel me? Come home to that warm meal. I need you to smile. I need you to compliment me on my new haircut. I need you to say, oh man, your outfit's looking good. I need you to validate me. I need you to be my peace. Like, we don't mind doing for American women, but it just seems like American women don't want to do for us. So we will travel, get our passports. We will go to the Philippines. We will go to Colombia. We will go to DR. We will do this. And we will not go to these single events to, you know, inflate your ego. Like, oh my God, all these men here, and I got my pick of the litter. Because that's what it seems like, right? Like, I wouldn't hate to meet someone in that overt way where it's like, I'm here to look for men and I'm going to choose between you and him, and comparing us doesn't feel good. When the alternative is, if you're just at a natural event or you're just at a place where people socialize and meet up, it doesn't feel like that, right? It doesn't feel like we're all being compared directly and you're going to make your choice, you know? But hey, look, maybe they need to start advertising single events or for polygamous people, because clearly if a Chad does go to a single event, he's going to have a pick of the litter. Like, I'm thinking about just going just to kind of investigate, come back to you guys and tell you what I found. But yeah, I'm sure if I go to a single event, I'll probably clean up nice because I do have the height. I'm not 6 foot. I'm 5'11", close enough. Most people can't tell 5'11" and 6 foot apart. And, you know, I go to the gym, I work out. And so a lot of men, if you want to do well with women, I'm going to keep it real with you. Our society has gotten so vain. You have to hit the gym. You got to dress nice. You got to smell nice. You got to optimize for looks, 100%. And then after that, you got to optimize for game, you know. And I'm not a black pillar. So I'm not this kind of person that thinks if you're ugly, you're done. You know what I'm saying? Because for men, you know, what did Jay-Z say? There's no such thing as an ugly billionaire. You're not done. Get your money up. That's the equalizer. Get your body up. That's the equalizer, right? There is no monopoly on that, right? Some people got money, some people don't. But anybody could go out there and get some money. Anybody could go out there and get fit. It's your choice. It's how you live your life. And so, you know, for women that are having a hard time finding men at these events, do I feel bad for them? No, I don't. Women have the pick of the litter. I think the problem is that we have told women how to live like men for the last 40, 50 years. We told them that your 20s are just for having fun. That's something that you should tell to a man or to tell to your son, not to your daughter. Focus on your career. That's something you should tell a man, not your daughter, right? Your son, not your daughter. And delay getting married. Again, something you should tell your son, not your daughter. I'm reading a book called Dataclysm. And it's written by one of the founders of OkCupid. And he said that when it comes to matches and online dating, they got a lot of information. And one of the things they observed is that women have a lot more optionality, right? They have a lot more options in their 20s than they do in their 30s and than they do in their 40s. And he said, you know, here's a scale, right? If you have, let's say, 100 matches in your 20s, by the time you're in your 30s, you get to about 33 matches. By the time you're in your 40s, you get to 10 matches. So women steadily decline after the age 20. And they also found out that men are generally attracted the most to these 4 ages of women. And the 4 ages as follows: 21-year-olds, 20-year-olds, 22-year-olds, and 23-year-olds. Those are the 4 most attractive ages for men across the board. Because again, what a lot of women don't understand is a lot of men, we're alike. I don't care if you're black, white, Asian, Spanish. I don't care if you're green. I don't care if you're purple. Men, we are all very similar. We're very easy to please. We all pretty much want the same thing. A woman that loves us, cares us for us, is loyal to us, respects us, and gives us peace. Most men I meet, whether they're rich or poor, they want the same thing. So to me, it should be obvious what women have to do. They got to just step up their cooking skills. They got to stay fit. They got to stay friendly. You know what I'm saying? They got to stay devoted, which it seems like it's an easy choice. But now the next problem that we're having, and that's why we have these events, is women just have to approach men. I'm sorry. All these movements, the Me Too movement, this movement, that movement, has encouraged a lot of men to say, you know what? It ain't worth it. I don't need a false accusation. I don't need the rejection. You know, I don't need the hassle, right? I see it in my comments. If you go through some of my videos, even the comments in this video, you're probably going to see a lot of men talking about, yo, it's not worth it. Of all ages, 54, 44, 34, 24, men of all ages are saying, yo, to hell with this. And now that's when the shit really hits the fan, when the men say, you know what? We're not paying an extra fee or, you know, extra premium to go to a club, to go to a singles event, right? In the future, I predict that men are going to be the ones getting to the clubs for free because we're not going to go. But how long is that going to take? I don't know. But I know the way that our society is heading is going to be soon.
All that independence that they wanted so bad has come back to haunt them. I wouldn't go to any of those women's single events. It's a complete waste of time. Men, work on yourself. You will be glad that you did. This is the reality of what goes down in most of these events, but those trying to sell the ticket paint it as if it is flooded with man. If you look at the footage closely, you will realize that most tables have 3 women and only 1 man. But at this point, we can consider this event successful because others didn't even have the opportunity to start, as the host had to cancel it due to men's lack of interest. Even though there weren't enough men for every woman present in that event, they should still be happy because at least those guys gave them the opportunity to go out and interact with others. But I am glad guys are no longer wasting their time and resources on things like this. We know that paying to be rejected is a bad dating and financial strategy.
Next, we have another group of women who have something to say about the number of attractive guys they found in the event they attended.
Come with us to a Thursday event. Pet talk before we leave. No attractive men found. Maybe next time.
Why would a strong, independent, educated, and powerful woman need a singles event? I bet men did show up, but women today don't see those types of men. Chad doesn't go to singles events, good men don't go either. It's a waste of time, energy, and money. For us bottom 96% of men, we can stay at home and be rejected for free.
I like how he said Chad Roan. That's what the comments said. That's kind of funny. I like that, Chad Roan. I might have to name my son Chad Roan. I like that name.
If my drinks ain't free, you won't see me. The men they want to meet don't need to go to singles events. They have plenty of options already and don't need to subject themselves to this. The goal of those events is loud and clear.
And it seems a little bit desperate, right? Oh, you're going to a singles event. Bro, I'm tired of that. We need a middleman, and we're doing it with dating apps. But in general, we need a middleman, like a matchmaker, to make us come together. We really need to just, because we all work with women. Men are around women all the time for the most part. There's some people that got jobs where it's like strictly men, whether you're mine workers or trash men or, a construction worker. Yeah, you're never around women. But, for the most part, most of us we work in co-ed jobs, which their women are all the time. And we work in environments that we're serving the public, so there's always women there. I'm telling you, I really think that the future is we need to tell women to pursue men. Because guess what? As men, we date who wants us. We don't choose. We don't do the choosing. Y'all do the choosing. Women are a lot more pickier. I said this in a prior video. I see women that I'm attracted to all the time. There's no way I could approach all of them trying to get with them. It'll be inappropriate and it'll be selfish because I'll be thinking about myself. But women, since y'all only find like one or two people attractive, just approach them. If I only found one or two girls attractive, yeah, I'll probably start doing approaching. Start doing cold approaching. But I'm telling you, I work at a gym. I literally see dozens of girls that I'm attracted to all the time. And any of them would do. But I'm sure those same dozen girls might only have one gym crush. So who does it make more sense to approach, me or you? Should I approach all 12 of y'all, or all 12 of y'all should approach y'all one gym crush? And chances are, if your gym crush is single, he won't reject you. Like, we got to start telling women, too, that men very rarely reject women. I know women are emotional. They don't want to feel they get rejected by Chad Roan, but men very rarely reject women. It's not a common thing. It's not something that women have to worry about and dread. It just doesn't happen. Okay? So, I don't know. If I have a daughter, I'm going to tell her, like, look, if you find a guy, you like him, and you judge him by his character, meaning that he's ambitious, he's disciplined, he's respectful, then, let him know you like him, right? I'm not saying let him treat you however he wants to treat you, but put it out there. And then from there, that's when the courting process starts. But to wait for him to look at you and approach you, like, I approached this girl at the gym, I thought she was fine, yo. She was bad, bro. And, she ended up being very responsive to me. But the only sign she gave to me that she might have been interested was she was standing very close to me. But it turns to find out that that's a place that she normally works out anyway. I just didn't know because I just started going to that gym. But when I approached her, she instantly hit it off. Went on a couple dates, and so I was validated in that way. But I'm telling you, most of the time, a lot of men can't approach a girl who does not look like she wants to be approached. Anyway, I'm gonna tag the channel in this description here. I think it's called Modern Dating, and also the link to this actual original video. You guys can check it out. Also check out some of my other videos, and I'll see you over there.